Good morning. Good morning. Live stream is up for you guys. Link is in the premium chat if you guys want to take a look at that. If you're trying to look at my screen, I will go ahead and jump into my watch list. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, perfect. So on the watch list today, guys, relatively small watch list. It is Lotto Friday. It also is OPEX week. So we could see some risk off situations happening after the lunchtime hour. So my goal is to find some A plus setups, smack them early, and then call it a day in the week on a bright note, if possible. So Bitcoin is moving this morning, so we could see some momentum in Bitcoin names that open. So I just want to throw that out there. There could be an opening drive play to be had on Mara, Coin, Riot, something like that. But if the market sell, I'm looking at Snow as a top short side setup here. We have daily consolidation. Shout out to Rod for finding this one for us. I really like this setup on Snow. I'm going to show you guys here on my chart. I posted it in the watch list floor as well. But you can see this purple line here, guys. We're going to open up underneath that purple line. So this could be a gap and go type of situation. We could get a one last push back up on Snow to try and retest yesterday's low, but I don't really have anything on Snow until we kind of fall down to 150 and then 148 and 144. So if the market sell, this is an A plus opportunity in a growth name, a software name that, we could see have a 4, 5, 6% day down if the market sell. A lot of that's going to depend on what QQQ does at pre-market low or 357.84, which is my key level right here. You guys can see on my screen. If we break this on Qs, I don't have much until about 354. So I've got like, $3 to $4 of downside range on Qs if we break this spot. I don't know if they're going to let us do it today on OPEX or not, but if that happens, Snow is my top short side setup, I think, due to the consolidation, the fact that we're out of it, and we should see some momentum continue if the market sell. Post earnings idea or flush idea is AXP. B Heyman actually talked about this one, but the implied move was nearly 4%. We're only down 1% in pre-market. And so if XLF sells, the financial sector ETF, I think we could see a pretty nice move down on AXP. Right now, XLF is down 0.24%, kind of teetering on that 3250, 3260 spot. If you look at the daily time frame, we've got room all the way down to 32.36, and then underneath of that, we could bounce there. You can see on the daily here that could be a bounce spot, but we've just kind of made higher highs, and then so far we're making lower lows and lower highs now. So we are in a trend down on XLF. And again, a lot's going to depend on what the overall market does. But if XLF sells and SPY sells with it, then I do think that AXP puts can be really, really actionable for a flush side setup. The last thing I posted there were my SPY and QQQ levels. Let me go over those quickly for you guys and let you know what I'm looking at SPY. So we're getting a bounce in pre-market. We're getting a move up in pre-market. So any short side setups that I have posted here could be invalidated, especially if SPY breaks out over 426, if QQQ breaks out over this 360.29 level. But all the levels are going to remain the same that we've been playing. Let me go to the 30 minutes so you guys can see. Obviously, you can see we had yesterday multiple rejections up there at 365.25 on QQQ. If we go to the 30 minute on SPY, we'll see the same thing at 431. 431, multiple rejections up there. So if we do get pushed back up, I would expect that, that area is going to be an area that we get pushed back up to. I don't know that we'll go all the way from 425 to 431 on SPY and all the way from, 359 all the way up to 365. I don't know that we'll see a $5 or $6 move intraday today with it being OPEX, but crazier things have happened. And so at this point, I think the best way to play this is just level by level. You guys can see here on SPY, this 426.88 level. When we sold from 431, we came right down to 426.88, which is why I really like those 427 puts that we got yesterday. And those ended up going, absolutely crazy on this sell in the 30 minute. But you can see here, if we can get over 426.88, I think we've got a good chance to go back up and grab that 428 level. Same thing on Qs here, right? If we can get over 360.29, I think we've got a good chance to push back up and grab that 363 level. So that's what I'll be watching. But right now we are in technical downtrend. We're continuing to put in lower lows and lower highs. This could be a little bit of a short covering into open. And so that's what I'm going to be watching is the short side setups. And once they get invalidated, then we can flip long. Real quick, let's just take a look at Coin and Mara. I just want to see what the Bitcoin names are doing. if there's a potential opening drive play for us to be had on these names here. They are up like 3.6% in pre-market. I'm not really seeing anything from an actionable setup standpoint on the 5-minute. If coin can get over 75, 77, that could be a nice trade on Mara. You know, if we can get over yesterday's high, which is at 808, that could be a nice setup as well for move back to 9. Pre-market high probably sends us back to 9 on Mara. That big level is 918 on Mara on the daily time frame. So you guys can see here on the daily, we do have an inside bar on Mara. So it'll be interesting to see if we can break that bar. If we break that inside bar to the upside, I think we'll see 9. Coin, on the other hand, is just hanging on to this kind of this little trend line that I've drawn on the hourly, on the daily. We're just kind of holding on to this right here. So yeah, that's what I got for today, guys. Not too much, not too crazy. Let's see what the market gives us, and let's try and bank and bail. I'm going to flip this webhook around so we have it coming into the premium chat. It spams during pre-market, but chat, submit. There we go. All right, we should have it coming in now. Apple, huge bounce right here into open. Microsoft back at 333. If they let us play Microsoft off of 333 again, that might be a record 3 times this week. So keep an eye on Microsoft at 333. We've got Microsoft, SPY, NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, CRM. I'm going to flip up here to AXP on the top right. You guys can see that. We are down 2.42% now on AXP. So, yeah. Might not be as actionable as what it was before. And guys, position sizing will be around $450 today on the 2K account. There goes AXP. It's hitting its implied, so no longer a flushable name for me. Let's watch Snow too and see what we get on Snow. Markets are going to have to sell for Snow to really work. The contracts are a little spready too on Snow on the 150s. NVIDIA sitting right at the 200 EMA on the 5-minute. If these spreads can get a little bit better on Snow, I'm going to take the Snow 150 puts. All right, I got them guys at $55 a contract. Snow 150 puts, 8 of them. $55 a contract, 8 cons. 16% here already. 25%. 30% here, guys. 40%. Wow, snow just dropped huge, guys. 40% on snow. Tell me someone caught this. 50% on snow already. I'm selling half my position here, guys. I'm taking 4 contracts off at 50%. 53% now on snow. Unreal. 65% now. There we go. 75%. We still have half the position left. I'm going to scale a couple more here. Actually, I'm just going to sell one more here. I've got 3 contracts left at 75%. 100% here. What a trade. Tell me you guys caught that move. God, that was insane. It's snowing at Alpine this morning. Still got 3 cons left, guys. Our net P&L on this trade is 60%, at least for me. Tesla's drilling under 215 now. I think Snow's going to go down and grab that 150 spot. I told you guys, in order for this to work, QQQ was going to have to sell. Just like yesterday, we played CRM to the upside. In order for that to work, QQQ and SPY were going to have to push upside. SPY is trying to push upside here, so just be careful if you're still in snow. I'm going to keep my the last 3 of my contract. I'll just keep runners at like 50% maybe. Net P&L still 45% on this trade. SPY rejecting the 200 EMA. Rich Mitch, that's how you do it, brother. Like literally come to the market. We just made like 100% trade in 4 minutes, and now you guys can go back to your day job, go back to your life. Use the market for freedom. Don't use it to hold yourself hostage to something. QQQ is trying to reject the EMAs here. We'll see if we actually get a pure rejection. Yeah, Guppy. Nvidia is trying at the 200 EMA. I'm gonna sell the rest of the snow contracts except for one. Sold everything except for one contract in case that thing actually runs all day. QQQ tweezer bottom here, so we could see a move up. SPY's breaking up over 426, so that kind of invalidated the short thesis that I was saying. I'm gonna go ahead and close the last snow contract here, I think. Yeah, I closed the last one here, guys, because SPY's breaking up. Nvidia's trying to take that 422.60 spot. All right, good thing we got out of snow. That was a beautiful trade, guys. Net P&L around 50% on that trade. Watching SPY upside here, guys, with QQQ putting in the tweezer bottom. Nvidia breaking out too. Big move on Nvidia. $362s on QQQ. 362 calls are only $50 a contract. I'm trying to take them, guys, the 362 calls. I got filled on 8 contracts, guys. Whoa, we just popped hard. 20% on these contracts already just on this little pop. That's insane that it popped like that. If we can break pre-market high, I think we'll get 360. They just dropped 2 to 50. You guys could have got them below my average. SPY new high of day. There goes SPY. See if we get a push on these contracts. 15% now. There we go. 18%. SPY is ripping, guys. 20% now. 25%. We're at 360. I'm going to take half the position off here. So 4 contracts. I'm out 4 contracts at 25%. Still got half the position left. We're sitting at 10% on these cons. Net P&L is around 15% on the trade. Back to 18% now. Really want to get a breakout over 360.29 because if we break 360.29, the next level on QQQ that I have is 363.33. That tweezer bottom was perfect. If SPY can get a push, if NVIDIA continues to push, if Apple can get up over VWAP. And now we're back to 21% on these contracts. We break 360.29. I think this will be a nice 50% trade for us. SPY's 2 minutes looking pretty constructive. Tesla's going to have to get up over its EMAs though, and NVIDIA is going to have to hold this spot. Still have half the position left. We're still sitting up 5%. I don't like that sell candle on SPY on the 2 minute, but we are trying to hold the 13 EMA and 200 EMA. Let's see what happens here on this candle. NVIDIA is trying to pop. Pretty aggressive sell on SPY on the 2 minute. Apple's still looking constructive though. NVIDIA is still looking good. So I'm going to stay in my QQQ long position, guys. We're at break even on the other half of the position. Now we're back to 5% gain on the other half of the position. NVIDIA looking really good. SPY back over the 200 EMA on the 2 minute. Yeah, that's my target too, Drew. Really 360.29 is my key level. So 360.29, 360.24. I'll probably sell 2 more of these out of the 4 we have and then let 2 contracts ride. Now we're back to 15%. I would love a face ripper Friday for the other half of our position. Apple's back to VWAP. If Apple can take VWAP here, we could see a tick up. Same thing with NVIDIA. If NVIDIA can break high of day. All right, back to 20% now on Qs. Here we go. 20% again on QQQ. 30% now. If we break 360, guys, we'll probably get this move. Apple over VWAP, by the way. Just need to get a high a day push on QQQ. Come on, Qs. Give it to us. 30% here. 360. I'm going to take 2 more contracts off here, guys. Just to lock in some up here. So I've got 2 contracts left, and we're sitting at 33%. Always trying to sell into strength. And then if these things ride, guys, we'll, see a pretty nice move on the contracts. If we break that 360.29, 360.24, Drew's talking about level that I have. Let's see if we get it. Tesla just closed at 215. Apple 5-minute closed under VWAP again. Microsoft doesn't look too good. So that's why we're out majority of our position. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Scale into strength, and that's how you build your account. Here comes SPY back down, and that's why we sold majority of our position. I'm going to close the remaining 2 out here. I just sold the last 2 QQQ calls. So I tell you guys, scale into strength. If you scale into strength, then they can't take your gains from you. Yeah, MJ, leave happy. Have a great weekend. We traded really, really well today, guys, so far on the 2 trades that we took. 2 for 2 on the day, almost 9% on the account. Managing risk effectively, scaling better today than what I scaled the prior couple days. So, yeah, feels good. $300 the last 2 days. It's kind of what we've done, about 150 a day on average the last 2 days. New low of day on SPY. So I told you guys watch because SPY or Apple couldn't get over view out. SPY under this 425 level could see a pretty nice move down. I almost got SPY puts before this move happened, but we'll look to enter a trend if there's one established on lower time frames. So you guys can see NVIDIA moving up higher here. SPY bounced right at 425. Maybe we go QQQ 362s round 2. They're at $54 a contract right now. 51. Nah, I don't like it with SPY rejecting. Although Apple did take VWAP, so keep that in mind. Yeah, Abyss 2021. That's kind of what I've been trying to like model like Alpine as is like people start throwing hate because you only trade a certain amount of hours a day, but you know, everybody works day jobs for the most part. Not everyone's a full-time trader. So I want you guys to be able to come into the day, look at the watch list in 30 minutes, and be able to bounce out of here within an hour. And if you're on the West Coast, you can trade from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning and then go to your day job at 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal, right? Trading for freedom, not to be held hostage to the market. Tesla's starting to try and break up over EMAs here. NVIDIA has some really good relative strength, which is why I kind of wanted to get into QQQ again on those 362s. But I think what we'll do is wait until we get 360.29 break, if that breaks pre-market high, and then that'll be my trigger to get long with the target up to 363. I don't want to front run at this point based on what Microsoft's doing, although NVIDIA is pushing higher. Since we're up almost 9% on the account, we get to be a little picky now. Exactly, Stack, since it is OPEX. NVIDIA just rejected high of day. Apple's flirting around with VWAP. SPY's 2-minute does not look good. Five-minute on SPY doesn't look very good either. I've had 2 green candles. Man, if they sell us from 425, I don't have anything till pre-market low on SPY, obviously 424.50 and then 422.77. New low of day on Microsoft. Q's breaking down from their EMAs now. SPY coming down to 425. Apple under VWAP. Yeah, those 362 calls are now $45 a contract. So that's why I didn't want to really front run that. Just seeing some mixed signals, which means when I'm getting mixed signals, guys, that's when I don't want to put on a trade. I want to put on a trade when it's like it makes so much sense to take it. Almost like you feel stupid for not taking the trade. Those are the best kinds of trades to take. Yeah, SPY's pretty weak on lower time frames, and Apple is not looking good. SPY new low of day. Oh man, I tried to get filled. Couldn't get filled. I was gonna take SPY 422 puts on that break, but I'm gonna wait because Tesla's moving. So not gonna take anything. Tesla's moving upside. New high day on Tesla. Could be a liquidity sweep on SPY's 5-minute, depending on where they close this. If they close this over 425, could be a big liquidity sweep on SPY. Tesla's really pushing. SPY is moving now upside. Could be a liquidity sweep, guys. I'm gonna try and take these 430 calls on SPY. Gonna take 5 contracts at $17 a contract. Smaller size here, but just in case we do get a face ripper, that could have been a liquidity sweep. So SPY 430 calls, $17 a contract, 5 cons, very small size. Not risking anything too crazy here, but looking for a potential move up. Um, since we're putting in that kind of holding there, Microsoft's getting a tweezer bottom. Only thing I don't like again is Apple is rejecting VWAP, but we'll keep our risk tight here. Nvidia is holding really well at 422.60, which bodes well. Tesla, man, really, really strong on that 5. One minute to go on this 5-minute candle. Let's see where they close us. If they close us under 425, I'll just close out of these. The 5 contracts that we have. It's only like an $80 position, so it wasn't anything crazy. If we hold 425, I think there's a chance we could see higher. All right, I closed those guys. I closed the 5 contracts. SPY looks like it kind of went slower. SPY 411 puts, November 3rd, 2.3 million. All right, I took 422 puts. Looking for a breakdown of low of day here. Risking that 425.20 level. 425.14, sorry, as my risk here. We got the candle close under 425.14. 2 rejections now on it on the 5. If Nvidia can roll over and tech can pull, I think we could see a pretty big move on these contracts. There we go. Let's get a low of day now. We're up 10%. There we go. Low of day. 10%. 15%. 20%, guys. 25%. I'm going to sell 6 contracts. It only filled me on 5. I got filled 5 contracts at 20%. So I've still got 5 cons left. Yep, we're under pre-market low now. So 422 is the next level down that I have. 422.77. Let's see if we get it. What's up, Jara?
Bro, my mic has not been working this whole time. I'm 60% freaking yelling at my mic.
Yeah, it was on I was looking at you guys, but they were both on mute, like on Discord.
I unmuted it and it kept going to the settings and I don't know, whatever. I'm glad I'm back. 20% of these.
Yeah, I got 35% on these SPY puts. We just tagged 40%, guys. Apple's selling too. So I think we're going to see even lower. I'm going to try and take like 3 more contracts off if we hit 50% and then let 2 contracts ride.
Guys, we just hit 424.28, which was my first target downside. I have 423.17 and then 422.52. We have like 85% of my position here.
Big bounce right there on SPY's 2-minute. But Apple, let's see if we continue downside because Q's lost the EMAs. Q's haven't made a new low of day yet. So if tech really rolls over, I think SPY will go get a new low. We haven't seen the big sell on QQQ just yet.
That is a pre-market low.
If NASDAQ sells and QQQ pulls here, guys, I think you're going to see ES and SPY flush below 424. The other half of our position is up 27% right here. New low of day on SPY.
Okay.
Yep, there goes QQQ, made a new low, and you're seeing SPY push new lows. I think we'll get under 424 now. 50% here on SPY. $60 now.
105% here.
I sold 3 more contracts here, guys, at 60%. Straight red candles, guys. Qs are bouncing right here if you guys are watching stream. 357.84 is where we're trying to bounce on QQQ, but if we can push under this, SPY's, I think, going to go down and grab that 423 spot.
I agree. I think Qs needs to lose 57.68. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Qs are doing it.
Low day, SPY, let's go.
Yep, 60% on these 422 puts.
This big bounce area here for just
There it goes. Microsoft's drilling. 60% now on SPY.
Come on, Q's, lose that.
I know, it's like it's sitting right here. I think it's going to. Apple's like still drilling. Nvidia's about to roll over, it looks like. Nvidia finally lost the 200 EMA on the 5-minute. Potential bounce spot on Apple, though. I've got a key level on Apple right here at 174. Under 174, I got nothing till 172.20. So
Market low too.
nasty sell on Qs. That's a big bearish 5-minute engulfing candle.
So, come on, do it. It was fine. It was 120% here.
There goes Qs, more new lows. Uh, 52, sorry, Simon. It was 52. 52 is my fill. I'm up 45%. 50% still. Yeah, I wish I got a 42 fill. Sorry about that. So you guys see, like, took one loss today on a trade that we only had $80 in, and we lost like $5. 3 for 4 on the day. It was not an A+ setup to try calls. I was trying to catch a knife, and it was very, very small relative to our position sizing. That's how you do it, managing risk effectively.
I'm leaving like pretty small runners here, just we get a low day. So my position's out.
Yeah, Apple bounced, Q bounced. Nvidia's back at the 200 EMA.
Red to green, bro. Counts fine. Oh, wait, my bad. I didn't mean to say SVX. I was just very much sleepy. I said I meant to say I'm only going to be playing SVX.
I'm going to watch the rest of this candle. We got 3 minutes to go. This could just be shorts trying to cover before they take us down to 422. Back up 40% on the SPY puts, by the way. Have a great weekend, brother. There we go. Back 42% now. I just want like one more low of day push, I think, and then I'm going to probably exit. Sell into this strength. Don't let them step in then, Benji. Where's Bookmap telling us we're going? That's a nasty candle.
Oh man.
Back to 55% now. Come on, SPY. Lose low of day. If we lose low of day, we should get a nice sell stick down. $42.50 big orders. There it is, new lows. I want continuation, though, at lows. One minute on this 5-minute candle. Look at the volume, guys, and look at the last like 6 5-minute candles on ES, SPY, SPX. Straight sell mode. So I said this green candle might just be a short cover. NVIDIA rejected the 200 EMA. Microsoft's trying to defend low of day. Apple tried to defend. I want 4,200, Benji. Can you guys make that happen with your book map orders? That is a weak 5-minute candle on SPY. New lows.
Oh, here we go.
$65 now.
Here we go.
$423.50 just bounced really hard. Tesla with some pretty nasty selling too. QQQ looks like it's trying to put in a bear flag pattern.
I mean, up here. This candle.
Apple coming down. Snow is selling. We really need NVIDIA to lose this intraday pivot. Man, I started watching Billions on Prime, and I'm hooked to it now. I did not short Microsoft Lambo. I'm just in SPY puts.
Barely finished Better Call Saul yesterday.
Oh yeah, Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows. I haven't watched Better Call Saul yet.
Oh, bro, it's really good.
Is it better than Breaking Bad? Better Call Saul?
It's not better, but it has a more storyline. Breaking Bad would have a lot of like little side stories in there. It was still good, but this is more concrete. But it's good. Except into how it's I lie, it's kind of sad.
Slippin' Jimmy. I've heard Suits. I've heard Suits is good too.
What was I checking? It was a wild night. I don't remember.
I'll go to Suits after I finish Billions. New Low of Day on QQQ, by the way, guys. Suits is corny. Fight me. Rock Lobster, is Suits realistic? Oh, okay. Billions is good. Rock Lobster says hell no. Rock Lobster is like, I am the Suit.
Rock Lobster, are you from Boston?
Spy, New Low of Day. Snow, New Low of Day. Wait, did we hit new lows on Spy here? Yeah, 47.
All right, I'm getting a little tired of being up 80%. Don't think this happen already.
Yeah, I feel like if we break lows here, we'll get like a huge move. They're trying to hold us here. Tyler. Gyro's gonna fight you.
Oh no, I won't. LA is the worst place you can live, honestly.
I have a buddy that lives in Encino.
Yeah, those areas are good because it's mostly like Armenians, Persian, just they're nice people. But
new lows on Apple.
Yeah, I would rather live in San Diego 100% next to the Seals. Oh yeah, I love that place.
Apple's selling hard, guys. Under 174 now.
Is that like a police badge? Bruins? What is that? Guys, please focus on good things. Hockey, like, come on, bro. Dude, we're talking about stock market.
Hockey team. All right, guys. This could be a liquidity trap here on Qs. I'm just looking at how they're shaping this up. Apple bounced really hard at 174, which is a huge key level. Obviously, we won't know until we get more data, but Apple's bouncing pretty hard right here at 174, right at a key level. Qs are holding. Just be careful and be mindful of that if you guys are net short. Yeah, right at the bottom of Gyro's force field too.
Yep, exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Snow's under 150 though. I wish I would have got in a round 2 snow puts.
Bro, that was a crazy play.
Man, it was like it was the gap and go play. Like every time we open outside of consolidation, I'd say like 8 to 9 times out of 10 we see continuation of that side. It's like 100% in 2 minutes. Give me one of those every single day. And by the way, I think that means that our like opening drive plays are like we're still batting 100% on opening drive.
So,
Actually, no, we did lose on the one at the J&J flush. We did lose on that one.
oh yes.
Sorry, we're batting 800%. Or we're batting 80%. I really want this move under 423 because I think the 422s explode, and then that's where I'll look to trim majority. Yeah, I'm in puts Lambo from the 2K floor. Look at SPY's 5-minute chart since the high of day. There we go. We're selling 70% now on SPY puts. $423.27. Apple's coming back to 174, guys. If Apple loses 174, we could be in for a big move down. Microsoft is trying to bounce at its key level too right here. If it loses this level, 328.19, there we go. It's losing it now. Apple lost it. Microsoft lost it. Q's pulling. Microsoft trying to bounce at the level. Apple's trying to bounce at 174. What's the low on Apple? Did it hit 174.03 is the low. There it goes. Apple under 174 now, confirmed. Qs are dragging. There we go. $423 now on SPY. I just sold one more contract at $90 per. So I've got one more contract left, guys. Out majority of my position as we're coming down to our key level. Apple puts might be the move here under 174. I'm going to annotate this chart real quick, guys, and show you exactly how we just took SPY 90%. All right, I just closed my last SPY put there at $72 per contract. Hopefully that helps you guys on the 5-minute. Break a key level, close underneath that 425.14, and then we got 2 rejections at that level. And all we were doing was risking a candle close back over 425, and we fell all the way down to 423. 100% move, or 90% really. And if we throw our EMAs on here, you'll see that we had an EMA cross as well.
All right, guys, I'm gonna step out of here, go to work. So hope everybody banked on that freaking SPY calls. I'm sorry I wasn't on mic, but yeah, nice track. Sorry.
All right, man.
Catch y'all later. God bless you, man. Have a good weekend.
Snow's now at 149, 148.90. Snow's drilling. I just took Apple 15 contracts, guys, 172.5 puts. Looking for a pull to low of day. There is a new low. 10% on these contracts already. $12 now. $18 on Apple. $22%. I'm going to take half off here. So like I'm going to sell 7 cons. Just to take some risk off. Microsoft's drilling. I don't really have anything until 172.40, guys, on Apple. So I'm looking for lower here. Hopefully you guys were able to get filled with me on Apple at $20 a contract. It hung out around $20 for a while. Tesla is now starting to pull. Sitting back at 18% now on Apple. And SPY's getting ready to lose 423. There goes SPY, new low of day. QQQ just hit a new low. If SPY can break 422, the level I have is 422.77. I don't have anything until 420 on SPY. And I don't have anything on Apple right now until 172.40, which is why I'm trying to stay exposed to this Apple downtrend. We've had one green 5-minute candle since 9:55, almost an hour ago on Apple. One green candle, and that was probably just shorts trying to cover. These 172.5s were $60 yesterday. $65 a contract. So if we can get that same type of move here, that would be pretty huge for these contracts. 230% move. %32% on these Apple cons now, 35%. We're seeing the move, 40% now. 42% here, guys, on Apple. 50% now on Apple. Anyone take Apple with me? We just got 50% on Apple on those 172.5s. Microsoft's drilling. All right, back to 50% now. $52.5. Net P&L for us on Apple right now is 27%. We are drilling. Microsoft's off a cliff, guys. NVIDIA is getting ready to lose 415. New lows on NVIDIA, under 415. Next level is 411. SPY's trying to hold 422.77. If we can't hold it, guys, it's 420. New lows again on NVIDIA. Big bounce on SPY at 422.60, 422.70 level. More new lows on NVIDIA, 414 now. Under 414, it's just dying. Probably going to 411. New lows on snow, 148.21 now. Anyone that took like snow puts on that round 2. Slow bleed down. NVIDIA is selling hard. QQQ, new low of day. I might take some SPY puts here, guys. Like 420s. I got filled $200 worth on SPY 420 puts, 5 contracts at $40 a contract. Nothing crazy. We're not going super heavy size here. Just looking to see if we can break down through this 422.70 level. And if we do, I'll look to sell majority on like the first pop. This is kind of like a scout play. Still sitting up 30% on the Apple puts too, by the way, guys. Still have 2 contracts left on Apple, and we've got 5 contracts on SPY, 420 puts. Looking for a breakdown of 422.77, which would give us a low of day, I think. And then we break low of day, and then I'll look to scale majority. if not all of this on SPY. I'm just, again, looking for a scalp opportunity here. We're down $1 per contract on SPY puts. %40 on Apple puts again. There goes Tesla at 214. 422.80 now on SPY. 10 seconds on this 5-minute candle close. Love for them to close it under 422.80. There we go. 50% on Apple again. I want a new low of daybreak on SPY. $213 on Tesla now. XLU's coming back down, so I think SPY will see a little bit of a push down. If tech can pull, if QQQ can push. New low of day on SPY. %50 on Apple puts. Tesla just keeps falling. There we go. 12% on SPY 420s. %15 on these 420 puts. A minute to go on this 5-minute candle. SPY puts are sitting at 14% right now. There we go. Just sold 2 cons on SPY. $75 on Apple now. New low of day on QQQ. SPY's just retesting 422.77 level now. XLU is popping, guys. I'm going to close out a SPY too. hopefully you guys believe me now when I tell you, sizing is everything. Keep your sizing consistent. Um, because risk management is the glue that holds everything together. You can have a winning strategy, you could be perfect at executions, but if you guys can't manage your risk effectively, you're never going to grow an account. I don't care what anybody tells you. We didn't grow an account 40% by FOMOing, gambling, oversizing, none of that stuff. It was just effective risk management every single time. Facts, Vinny. That's why I kept trading today, because it was like a risk on in the morning. When the market's giving you layups, like when the market's alley-ooping to you and just throwing you lob passes you can slam dunk, that's when you got to do it. Oh, look at where NVIDIA bounced, guys. 411, right where I said the key level was. I got nothing on QQQ till 353, guys. I kind of want to go grab short on SPY again. It's a bearish 5-minute candle, lowering volume. What are the 420 puts at? $35 a contract. I might grab 9 of these contracts. I just grabbed them. 9 contracts on SPY, 420 puts based on lowering volume on that pullback and the bearish candle that we just got. Wow. Tesla's selling hard. I don't like that. I don't like what SPY just did there. Tesla bounced it for 213. I don't like that wick on SPY though. Still got 3 minutes to go on this candle, but we did hit 25% on that trade. I really want to see a low of day, because if they flush low of day, 420 is going to come. But we are pushing into the lunchtime hour at 11:30 in Euro close. So that's why I wanted to aggressively scale there. I scaled more than half at 15% just to make sure that we Could lock in some. But again, it could be shorts covering. If QQQ can take out 355, then Qs have a chance to go down to 353.26 is the level I'm looking for. Tesla is battling its low of day. 20% now on the SPY puts. One minute on the 5-minute candle. Again, Tesla kind of battling lows here, right around that 213 area. Next level down on Tesla is 210.61. So like 211. $2 of downside move here on Tesla if we get it. What an ugly daily chart on Tesla too. We were at 261 like a couple days ago. If SPY goes to 420, those Apple 172.5s probably go in the money. Because I've got 172.40 as the next level on Apple. New low of day on Apple. More new lows on Apple. Back to 20% on these SPY puts. We break low a day, it's a 50% trade minimum. %. Tesla new low of day. Apple new low of day. 30% on SPY puts. Yeah, I'm sitting at 20%. I've got 3 contracts left on these 420 puts. If we can break low of day, I think we've got a chance to get these 420s in the money. But if we can't, then, obviously we might reverse here because QQQ is defending that 355 area, similar to how SPY's trying to defend 422. Rivian and Piton are curling. Okay, so that means that ARKK is probably curling. Yeah, it is. Growth ETF. I would expect names like UPST. We haven't traded that one in a while. That one's curling. A lot of the growth names are starting to curl. Hopefully SPY just says screw the curl and drops low of day. There we go. New low of day on SPY. 35% on these puts. Big moves on SPY here. Tesla's definitely going for 211, it looks like, based on levels. 210.61 is the next level down that I have, and we're at 212.20 now. I mean, if we lose 211, the next level I have, Shindy, is 205 on Tesla. Dixie 106. Tesla's just selling aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised to see Elon if Elon's selling more. That's some nasty, nasty selling on Tesla right now. Apple's going for 173. What are those 172? Anyone still on the 172 fives? 100% trade so far because they're at $40. 212 on Tesla now. 211.85. We just skipped 15 cents to the downside on Tesla. $173 now on Apple. Yeah, I wouldn't touch Tesla long with the 10-foot pole right now. The sell volume just keeps increasing. Apple hit 173.02. There you go. If you guys want to get long in Tesla, like long-term ports, like when we have nasty sell days, those aren't bad days to start, dollar cost averaging in. Don't make the mistake I did and wait for Tesla to hit 90, and then it bounced super hard at 100. I never got a chance to get in, and then it ripped all the way to 280, something like that. What did we hit on Tesla? 278, yeah, 279. from 100 in like a couple months, and I was looking for a $90. MJ, I don't think the indices are holding. We're in a downtrend. Tesla's dumping, Apple's dumping. SPY's continuing to make new lows. Tesla's making new lows. QQQ's making new lows. Nvidia's rolling over. Here's 211 on Tesla, like I told you guys. 210.60. Coming in hot. Still sitting at 35% on the SPY puts. I'd like to see us break 422 because if we do that, like I said, next level down I have is 420.34, and I think these 420s will go pretty parabolic if that happens. New lows on SPY. There we go. Contract sitting at 40% now. $172.80 now on Apple. Man, why didn't I hold those 172.5s? $51 a contract. 150% move on those Apple 172.5s. These are the easy trading days, guys. These are the days that can make your entire week, your entire, these are the days that, like Vinny said, you want to be risk on until the market tells you not to. $172.5s are going to go in the money on Apple. Wow, they're sitting at $58 a contract. 200% play on Apple. Still sitting at 40% on SPY puts. Want to see it. There we go. We just broke low of day. We need to break 422, though. That's the key level. Key pivot. If you guys are still in Apple, I would be looking to scale aggressively at these areas because we are coming down to a key level. 172.40 is my key level on Apple. 45% now on these SPY puts. And again, we need 422 to break. 422.08 is the low now on SPY. 422 opens up the door for a move to 420. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Still up 40% on SPY puts. Again, I want to see 422 break. QQQ has a chance to get 353.26. And if SPY breaks 422, my target is going to be 420.34. That's funny, dude. You guys see what Apple did, right? Apple bounced kind of at the 172.64 area. I said that was if you were still short Apple, I'd be looking to scale the majority into strength there. Here comes a new low of the day. New low on SPY, 422.07. There we go. 50% now on SPY puts. We broke 422. New lows on QQQ. Tesla, guys, coming right down to that key level I told you about. 210.60. Level to level on Tesla. Wow. Doesn't get much more pitch perfect than that. A minute and 30 seconds on this. I've got 205 as the next level on Tesla, but my key level is 210.61. We're 10 pennies away from it. I trust my levels too, because these are the levels that we played back in December when Tesla sold off really, really hard down to 100. These are all the levels that I was playing at that time back in December of last year. There's the key level on Tesla, 210.60. Just hit. Could be a bounce spot on Tesla. Five seconds on the 5-minute candle close. New lows again on Tesla. Apple's trying to bounce here, get back over 173. Like I said, Tesla is bouncing at that 211.60 level or 210.60 key level I gave you guys. That's why I said if you were net short Tesla, I'd be looking to get out at key levels. Always keep key levels on your chart because that'll give you areas to scale contracts, take profits, things like that. If you get into a trade and you don't know your key levels and you don't really know what your risk targets are, you don't know what your profit targets are, and you can't effectively manage risk. So always have those levels marked on your chart. Helps you for downside with drawdown, helps you with upside for reward. $15 seconds on the 5-minute candle. We're back at the 9 EMA on SPY. They're probably already starting to add, Drew. If I had to guess, they're probably starting to scale into some of those swing positions. Qs and SPY are both kind of sitting here at the 9 EMA. Again, lower volume pullback here, guys. If you look at the 2-minute time frame, look at the volume on these pullbacks. Let me show you specifically what I'm talking about. When you guys are looking at EMAs, when you're looking at pullbacks, always pay attention to the volume. And look at that big sell volume that just hit. Now it is OPEX, right? So the people could be repositioning things like that, keep that in mind. But the sell volume is what I'm talking about here. Like we're getting, or the buy volume back into the EMAs, lower volume. Low volume pullback into an EMA. You're looking for a new high of day or a new low of day, whatever your target is, right? But when you get lower volume pullbacks in a broader trend, that typically means that you have a good chance of seeing the trend continue. The first candle close over the 9 EMA, guys. That's when I'll stop out of the rest of the SPY puts. But I'm going to hold these until we get that candle close over the 9 EMA. Try again. This is part of the trend trading strategy, right? Try to stay exposed to the trend for as long as you can. Trend is your friend. You want to ride the wave. The next level I have on Tesla, Adriano, once we break 210.60 is 205.21. I mean, Tesla though on the 2-minute, you guys want to talk about trend trading? Use the 921 email on the 5-minute, or use the 1348 on the 2. But look at that trend on the 2-minute. Now you guys see why I'm so big on just trend trading. Easiest type of trading you can do. One minute and 45 seconds to go on this candle. It's probably just the OPEX repositioning, Drew. Remember, it's the monthly options expiration OPEX week, so people are probably repositioning. I just sold the last of my SPY contracts, guys, on that push. If we break 210.60, I got 205.21. All right, guys. I think I'm going to bounce. Lunchtime hour is coming. It is OPEX. I don't want to get chopped around. We finally got a candle close over the EMAs on SPY and QQQ. So I think I'm going to bounce out here. We've done very, very well. 20% day on the account, essentially. We're back up over 40% on the account since starting it. And so next week, I think we're primed to get this thing going up over, $3,000, 3,500. That's the goal next week. Try and end somewhere around that $3,500 mark, potentially even 4,000 next week. We'll see what we can do on it. If we do the same thing, that we did today, we've got a good chance. Appreciate you, Rod of God, for even putting snow on the on my watch list. Rod's got something really cool going on right now, some indicators and some coding that he's doing, able to find some of these setups. I looked at one message from him, checked out the name that I really like to trade, which is Snow. Noticed we had weakness, saw the consolidation pattern, got 100% in about 2 minutes. So huge things he's working on right now, which are really, really cool. But hopefully you guys learned a lot this week, because the account had drawdown. Like, I'm not going to lie. At one point, the account was under 2,000 before we took one of those trades on, I think it was QQQ. We were sitting at like 1995 or something like that. Like, we were down like $5 on the account. And now, right, we're up over $800 gain on the account since starting it. So we're essentially back to about a 40% gain on the account less than 2 weeks into it, right? We're only 9 days in. 40% in 9 days is huge, because if we can do that over the next 9 days, then we just did 80% on the account, more than 80% in about 18 days, which is about a whole month of trading. But I want you guys to know that it's not always peaches and cream, not always going to be straight up on the account gains. We experienced some drawdown, but you notice I didn't let it affect me too much. I did let my emotions get to me a little bit, but I never went on tilt. We never added way too much to a position. We never, did anything crazy, nothing stupid. We just stuck to the plan. And if you do that over and over and over again, it's not sexy, but it is success. And that's what we're going to do with this account, and see where we can take it by October 31st and see what we can do with it. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce out of here, go grab some lunch. Maybe go back to the gym for a second time today. But just going to try and get away from the screens a little bit. It's been a really long week. It's been a long week for me mentally. So I know it has for you guys too. It's been very, very hard, challenging trading conditions in the first few days of the week. Finally got some range yesterday, finally got some range today. So like I say all the time, if you guys win big, win small, lose small, when these days come along, you're able to win big. I wasn't trying to get a 20% gain on the account today. I was just trying to take A+ setups. The market kept giving them to us. So if you can survive during the time where the market's choppy and trading sideways, you're going to be able to stay in this game a long time. Remember, when talking about trading, it's all about longevity. It's not about get rich quick. What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? It's not what's your plan tomorrow. You're not going to go make $1 million tomorrow trading SPY puts with $1,000 position, but you can make $1 million over the next 5 years by consistently taking A+ setups and managing your risk. So think about that this weekend. And I'll catch you guys on Sunday Scan. Any questions you guys have over the weekend, drop them, tag me in the chat. I'll take a look at some stuff. But I am going to reset, refocus, come back Monday ready to go, and trying to take this account up to new heights. No goals on monetary gain, but I think we could probably hit that 3,500, 4,000 mark if we continue taking A+ setups. So I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to everyone soon. Peace out.